Thanks for watching. Now, I really wanted to get into the proper methods of doing research for those of us who actually do research. You have what we see on YouTube is a lot of emotional, religious people who come here with their faith. And a lot of people come here believing in what they believe in, not having done prior research. And a lot of times people want you to say what they know. They want your video to be about what they know about and what they can speak to, or else they won't really agree with it. And you know how it goes. Most people, as soon as you say something that they like and that they know, they'll tell you 100% that, you're right, you're a genius, you're smart, but both of you can be wrong. Both of you could be incorrect. Just because you are familiar with a specific research doesn't mean that it was correct or proven or validated. So a lot of times people give you praise when you say something that they know about. And then when you say something that they disagree with, them knowing they haven't done really enough research on the subject, then you're stupid. Then they call you names or what have you. So what happens with research is a lot of people don't do it. They just come in based on their emotions and what they feel is correct. And when people actually do the research, mostly religious people, I should say, is biased. The research is biased. They're looking for things that is going to specifically prove their religion and not disprove it. And this is something that you have to do with research. You have to look at every single avenue. You have to exhaust all, sources and look everywhere to try to get to the truth, to get to the bottom line, or else you're cheating yourself. You might as well not even look in the first place if you're only going to look for things that support what you wanted to support. Now, with the religious scholar, if there's such a thing as a religious scholar, because these people come in with biases, and you have religious scholars who write books, but the book is based on bias. Now, if we keeping it 100% real, and I don't like pulling no punches, I like giving you straight up truth, all the books is bullshit, we know, because it's based on a religion that's not proven. And you got to really pay attention when you read a lot of these religious books, because they are really careful with their wording. And when you have the outright Christian scholars or Islamic scholars who do books, everything is just bang on, no proof, faith. They can basically say anything and use faith to back it up. But then you have some scholars who tiptoe around the subject, not trying to interject faith and try to be as critical as possible, for the reader, which those scholars, sometimes they do put in all the research and a lot of times they do not. Of course, they want to stay on the track of keeping Christianity intact and not destroy it, or they risk losing their fan base of loyal Christian readers. So you still got to really pay attention when you read Christian or religious books, because they're not going to give you everything. They have to be biased. So it's the same thing with a lot of people who come to YouTube, a lot of these so-called religious scholars and these so-called religious people who know absolutely nothing. And I always say, and this is really the truth, they come to YouTube looking for validation. They want to find validation. They want to go on YouTube and hopefully find that video that is going to give them more information about their religion and make them feel better about accepting it, and to basically, cuss out anybody who goes against what they believe in because it hurts their feelings. So these people is what I call emotional scholars, religious scholars, if there's such a thing. So again, if we being 100% real, we know, one, the Bible is not proven. There's no primary source that you can give, that you can point to that's going to prove it, which is why the Bible requires faith. So does the Quran. It requires faith. The Tanakh requires faith, because there's absolutely no proven history or proven facts that's going to back up and validate the books. This is what we can just leave on the table. And it's like debating 1 + 1 is 2. What I just said right there is over, end all be all. So there is no debate. There's no religious debate, which is why I made that video. There isn't one. It's over. Because you can never bring to me, in fact, in truth, actual factual proof. You can only bring me what you know and what you feel and what you believe to be true, what you have faith in. This is all the religious scholar can bring you. So anybody who comes to YouTube and comes in the comment section, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have argued in the comment section with a lot of religious people, and it gets frustrating. The more proof you put out there, the more stupid it seems, they get, the more, delirious. And it's some people do this to just drive you crazy. These trolls, a lot of trolls get a kick out of doing this. Just arguments, and they interject in faith and just calling you all kinds of names because they stuck with the programming. This is Bible. This is what you was raised on. It's true. Your parents believe, and you got all these people in church who believe, and everybody else who don't believe is stupid because the book said so. And they come in with this, strong belief that they are true when they don't really understand that when we get to the point, all they got is faith. So that last video I did, the debate video with the guy who was completely off in his analysis of my video. A lot of people say, Merkabah, why you even respond to this guy? Or you shouldn't even said anything. Well, it's the only way, that they're going to learn. People need to have that kind of embarrassment and need to see their line of questioning put another way and turned around against them, and having their logic turned around so they can look at it. Even if he watched the entire video, which he probably didn't, probably couldn't stomach it, then he could see, where his flaws lie at, and hopefully, something clicks in his head where he changes his line of thinking. And from what I read, I see he has not. A lot of people are stubborn, they stuck in their ways, and they actually believe that God is going to give them some kind of divine help or assistance or reward for them holding their faith because a book that is not proven says so. And clearly he didn't know what he was talking about, and he jumped to conclusions. And it was like everything that trolls do, everything that people who do emotional research and people who've been raised with the Bible and everything, this is the same kind of stuff. And I really wanted to respond to the video, one, so he can understand his flaws and so people can see how this stuff goes down. I know you guys seen a lot of debate videos and stuff like that, but I really wanted, because I seen this dude was really mentally disturbed. Like he really thought he did something. Like he was really arrogant when I was trying to get him to take it down, and what he was saying, like he just knew, I got him. I got this guy. I'm crushing, destroying. He really thought he did something. So I really wanted to just show him that, are you serious? Like, come on, brother. And then you're a brother. Snap out of it, man. What are you doing? Made yourself look really bad. And and as I said in the previous video, we have to expose people who do this. It's not healthy for them. It's not healthy for people who that they are trying to influence. So we got to get these dudes out of here. I don't like dealing with them. And if you see me in the comment section, I go hard. When a lot of these dudes come, like I said, I know I don't have to, but they need to know. They need to have that mindset that they have that makes them believe that they are correct. They need to have it challenged. They need to have it stomped out, and they need to look at things the correct way and understand that their line of thinking is completely wrong and it doesn't make no sense. And it's really makes them look like they are delusional and crazy. And when you spin it, and I've had conversations with people who it started out with us arguing, and it turned to them actually wanting more information, or it turned to them wanting the book list, and it turned to them eventually leaving their religion. And I get so many messages from people who like, man, we was arguing and you was making a lot of sense, and then now I'm not a Christian no more, I'm not a Muslim no more, things make more sense. And I always say, people, don't listen to what I'm saying, just go do your own research. Once you start doing the research and you get pointed in the correct direction, and you start going down that path and learning and actually doing the research and actually studying, and you come to these conclusions on your own, I mean, that's the best thing for you right there. So I tell people to try to do that. And some people is willing to actually go ahead and do the research, those who really want the truth. But then you have trolls and people who come here playing like this is a joke, who just want to come here and frustrate people and talk shit because they have absolutely no life. And it's one thing that YouTube has taught me, is there's a lot of weirdos and sick people out there who has absolutely nothing to do with themselves. So usually when you see people with no profile picture on YouTube, they have no profile picture, and they come out right off the bat super ignorant and crazy, something really derogatory and, crazy comment, out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It's like you walking up to a stranger and saying, you's a dumb motherfucker. What would I do? You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, because you disagree with me, I'm all these names. Like, you tell me what you disagree with first. And they can't do that. The information that you put out went against their programming. So, as I've talked about, norepinephrine kicks in. They feel like whatever you said just super offended them. Now you stupid. Oh, you a dumb motherfucker. You crazy. Right in the comment section. But they never leave why. They never break down what you said wrong. And when I usually reply back to a lot of people, okay, explain. They never can. It just turns into something crazy. And one of the reasons why I'm doing this video, because of course, a lot of people say, yo, you should do a video about trolls, man. You should do a video talking about this kind of stuff. And this is why I'm doing it, because a lot of people saw that video and it was like, oh man, you killed this guy, or you didn't have to address this guy. So I wanted to really talk about, doing actual research and what people need to be doing, who is trying to become conscious, or who do what we do, who really is into history and research. You gotta, if you're gonna do this, you gotta do the research. You have to actually research. And I'm mostly speaking in the sense of religion, to religious scholars, to people who really believe in these religions, because, the other things, science and technology and other fields that we get into, that we talk about, is things that's just, it is what it is. Even or you don't, it is what it is. Religion, it being so much controversy surrounding it, and the fact that there's nothing to substantiate it, to back it up, it's weird that we get so much opposition to a religion that's not proven, that's not backed up by proven history. So it's weird. So it's something that's going to constantly be debated, and it has been debated for hundreds of years. There's too much information out there against it, completely proving it 100% wrong. And this is what I try to present to people, like, dude, this is not like we trying to figure this stuff out. We already know what it is. It's already proven. And this is what religious people can't comprehend, that it's proven, because the news ain't telling them. Their pastor ain't telling them. It's not in popular culture. You got people all over Facebook and everything on there sinning like crazy, but every now and then they throw in a thank you, Jesus. Every now and then they throw in a hallelujah or praise God and something to that effect. And people see it all the time and they just think, well, God is good. It's God. When? What are you talking about? Where's your proof? What do you mean? I look at people like they crazy when they start kicking that. Don't talk that shit around me. I don't like to hear. It's like, come on, man, really? So I try to tell people to, chill with the religious talk. Everybody don't believe as you believe. And when people say something crazy, they're supposed to get a crazy reply. Or you're supposed to be like, a little bit, like, what the hell? What are you talking about? So we can't keep condoning this kind of talk and behavior with religious people and accepting it as, oh, well, it's just what they believe in. What he has faith and hope or what have you. People who I know who's still religious, they know not to. Don't kick that shit around me. I don't want to hear all that crap, because I try to put them in their place. And they never want to hear what I got to say. They plug in their ears and stuff like that. Some of my friends, and I'm like, yo, like, come on, man. You need to pay attention and listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Like, you keep kicking this shit, but you complain like every other day about something in your life. Where's your God? What's going on? So, people are afraid, to just face the facts. And I can understand that. People just afraid to come to the reality and the realization that they got to put in work. They on their own. Ain't no divine force. Ain't no God or Jesus has your back. You got to take care of yourself. You got to do for yourself. The only thing that's going to happen in this world for you is you making something happen for you. Nothing else is going to make it happen. No other person, only you. Even if you ask a person for something and they give it to you, you still had to actually go ask them to get it. It's not like they just came and gave it to you. Nobody's going to come into your life and just take care of everything just like that without you putting in no kind of effort or anything. So these are things you got to just realize, that these are facts. And these are things that we all know. And no matter how much you believe in something, it's not going to change those facts. So I have a lot of respect for a lot of the people who actually put videos up on YouTube, even the religious ones, because at least they had the balls to actually put up a video. And that's another reason why I responded to that guy, because out of everybody who talked trash, at least this dude had the guts to actually put up a video, even though he was completely off. So I got respect for everybody who comes to YouTube, who takes their time to put together a video, because I'm telling you, with editing and everything like that, and cutting the video and, outtakes or what have you, I mean, it takes a long time to put together a video. It's not just sitting in front of the camera talking. You can do a video like that, but it depends on the topic that you're talking about. See, a video like this, I could just talk. I really don't, it says words right here, but it's really not notes for this video. It's just, the book is here. Like I always keep a book here. But this is a video I could just talk. I'm just being real, just talking off the top, really, just really want to get into this topic. But for other videos that involves, sources and a lot of information, you want to be correct. You got to be right on that. And, if you don't already have all of the information, if you want to do a little bit more research before you actually put together a video and put it out, it's time consuming. And then editing and then rendering, if your computer is like not a beast, then it takes hours. And even if it is, depending on the type of computer camera you have, something that's really high quality and everything like that, it can take time. This stuff takes a lot of time, and it really just drains the day. Like, you would be amazed. Sometimes when I put out videos, reason why I don't put out too many back to back anymore, or as long as I used to, is because it's draining. And I'm gonna tell you something. It seems like the internet in Sweden is like 20 times faster than here in America, because the internet when I was over there was like so quick, especially when I was uploading videos when I was in Sweden. I mean, it was so fast that it's crazy. Like here now, you try to upload a half an hour video to YouTube, I mean, it's going to take you about damn an hour for it to upload. That's just uploading. Then it has to process, and then you still got to wait after processing for it to actually go through. So it's time consuming. It takes a while, and a lot of times I tell people like, yeah, the video going to be out tonight. I got a new video coming out tonight, and it ended up not coming out to the next day, or a day later, because of some kind of issue. So I respect everybody who comes to YouTube and puts up videos. And it's really crazy that a lot of people come and attack people and the hard work that they do with no knowledge. You are 100% justified if you have information to refute what the person is saying. There you go. Put it up there. Boom. You got them. Put it in the comment section. Do whatever you got to do. But when you just up there just spewing negative comments at people because you don't got no balls to do research, because it goes against something that you think is true, then that's crazy. So one of the things I like seeing in the comment section, when I see a person leave a negative comment and, like 10 people jumps on them, like, what are you talking about? Prove it. And then I see people go back and forth in the comment section with information. I love that shit. I read a lot of the comments. The comment section is where it goes down. I always tell people that, like, people don't hold no punches. People speak their mind. You get cussed out or what have you. I've seen a lot of people get chewed up, get their ass chewed up good in the comment section, messing with a person who knows what they're talking about. So I love to see that. People just really debating and really getting into it in the comment section, because people who come here, who come to YouTube with that attitude, like they, they ain't do no research, they negative, and they can't tell you why they disagree with you other than the fact that they just don't like you. I had people just say, man, I don't like your face. Or you an ugly black motherfucker, Just, what? It has nothing to do with the video. What's going on? So people, it's just real crazy. It's funny. It's funny a lot of times. I'll be dying. But when it comes to the topic, when it comes to actual information and scholarship. And I told people before, like, a lot of people get confused between scholarship and trying to find out the truth. So either you're going to go and just follow scholarship and just follow what every professor, every book is saying or what have you, all the information we have been told that you can easily Google, or you're going to go search for the truth. And I choose the truth. I don't care what people say about scholarship. Of course, I need scholarship to get to the truth. So yeah, I'm going to use scholarship. But at the end of the day, scholarship don't always fit the facts, the truth. And you got to be, Columbo, Matlock, Perry Mason, to put stuff together sometimes. And it's like, okay, well, embedded in these few books, I put these pieces together that makes more sense than this book that everybody seems to believe in. And, I can basically refute the book now because I did the research and it makes more sense. Even though nobody has written that, final truth, you can put it together by doing the research. Put it together and say, you know what, this makes more sense. It just makes more sense. And if you're just going to repeat what you read in a book and repeat what they tell us, and not everybody agree or it's not 100% proven, then that's not research. That's not research. That's you repeating what you read, that you repeating what you heard. If it's agreed upon, if it's a fundamental truth, it's a fundamental fact, everybody know is all agreed upon, like 1 + 1 is 2, we all know it's 2. Then there's no need to go the extra mile. But when you understand that something is out of place and you go to research it because it just doesn't fit and it's not 100% proven, then you can't knock a person who comes up with something different from something that's not proven. And this is what I do. This is what I do with my research. I choose to go and challenge everything that is not proven, that doesn't fit. Even I don't care how crazy it may sound and how far off it may be on somebody else's research. I go at it and I try to dig deeper and come to a better understanding than what we have been told. So I talked about this in my new DVD about it's not always going to be proof out there when you're doing research. You're not always going to find a smoking gun. But what you can do is look at the what I call, if this is not true, then why is this? If this is true, then why is that? So I applied that kind of logic to a lot of the research that I do. And I always say, well, it's not a lot of facts here, but we're going to go look at the proven history and see, why they did certain things if something else wasn't true. And this is how you can come to the conclusion to, not a conclusion, but to get a lot more information and a lot of things that you're trying to research. Everybody got their methods, and this is one of mine, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people do the same thing. They try to look at actual history versus, what a book is saying. I don't just read a book and say it's true because it's in a book. Books have primary sources. Well, some of them, the good ones, got their sources in the back, and a lot of them uses references to basically speak on where they got their information from. So you go research those, and you go look at where they got their research from, and you try to compare with actual history. This is how you do research. It sounds like a lot of work, and this is what a lot of people are not willing to do, and this is why they just stick with what everybody else is saying, And this is what goes on. A lot of people stick with, they repeat and repeat and repeat what everybody else is saying, the same information. Ain't nothing wrong with that if it's true and if you can prove it's true. A lot of people always say, well, you can't say that such and such said that, in their video. Or you can't say that somebody else had revealed this information before. So what? If it's true, it's true. You can't tell me I can't say 1 + 1 is 2 because somebody else said it. It's the truth, right? So why can't you just repeat it? Now, this is the thing right here. Like I tell people, I don't care who uses my information to do their research. So here you have 2 YouTube channels. Don't know these people. They did not ask me for permission. I don't know them, yet they put up a channel putting out my information.